Welcome back to the 99 Bitcoins YouTube channel. I'm your host Umar, and today we got another live stream. Guys, we haven't had a live in 10 days. I was on the road, but we're back and better than ever. I mean, I'm back and better than ever, but the markets, not so much. Today, as you can see, we're seeing a pretty green day across the board. For the most part, the market hasn't been that great. On the week, we've seen a pretty red week with red across the board. Everything seems to be crashing, everything seems to be on fire. And the question is, have you bought the dip? Have you been paying attention to what's happening? More importantly, have you been adjusting, course correcting correctly? Now, guys, before we continue the live stream, I do gotta ask, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. And remember, guys, like always, none of this is financial advice. Therefore, always do your own research and due diligence before investing any money in the cryptos we cover on this channel, as I'm not a financial advisor. Therefore, this is not financial advice. Also, guys, I gotta ask, if you haven't already, make sure you check out the partner for our channel, Best Wallet. Best Wallet is the best anonymous crypto wallet that lets you create an account without verification, ID, or KYC. Get the most secure and anonymous non-custodial crypto wallet today. Available on Google Play and the Apple App Store. And guys, every download supports the channel tremendously, so I'd appreciate if you check it out and download it. Again, it's a phenomenal wallet. I actually use it myself. It has a clean UI, and again, every download will support the channel. You buy and swap Bitcoin and many other cryptocurrencies with Best Wallet, the smartest way to buy, store, and manage your crypto in 2025. Multi-chain, multi-wallet, non-custodial. It has a clean UI. Again, I use it myself. You can buy, store, deposit, send, swap, manage your portfolio stake. You got a token launchpad, and so many more features built directly in the app. Again, don't sleep on this one. Check this one out. There's actually a download link in the description box below. Check it out. And yeah, let's continue with this video. So let's start things off with a market update and what's been going on with the market. On the day, we're down about 0.3%. Not too shabby when taking in for the week we had this week. In terms of the fear and greed index, we are back to 35. Again, into fear after being in greed or almost greed. We're neutral for quite some time now. Old season is currently sitting 32 out of 100, as RSI is currently sitting at 46, which is not too shabby. Now, a couple of things that the market is something kind of reacting fearfully to is the price of Bitcoin dipping below $90,000 as low as $87,000 this week. And again, it's got the market in shock. That was a yearly low for 2026. Not starting the year off right. A lot of people anticipate to see a six-figure Bitcoin by the end of the year, or not by the end of the year, by the end of January. But unfortunately, this hasn't seemed to be the case. Even Ethereum price is struggling, holding above or just under $3,000. BNB actually sitting in a decent spot. Some coins are. The big losers right now seem to be Bitcoin and Ethereum, where everyone's watching these two very, very closely. Now, why is crypto crashing? Record 700 million exit Bitcoin ETFs in a single day as Wall Street de-risks ahead of the trade war. More than 700 million flowed out of US spot Bitcoin ETFs in a single day this week, marking the sharpest pullback in 2 months. And diving into the crypto crash, according to Bloomberg's latest report, on January 21st, investors pulled roughly $709 million from spot Bitcoin's ETF listed in the US. It was the biggest daily outflow since November 20th. Now, again, guys, that's $709 million worth of Bitcoin that's out of the market. Again, price shock like that, obviously we'll see the price pull back, which the price dipped to about 87. Now, again, something bullish to consider is even with a price shock like that, only dipping a couple $1,000s is not too bad when you think about the long-term growth of Bitcoin. Again, most of you obviously trading are probably in crypto for the long run, especially if you're watching videos like this at this time of year. You know, you're probably in it to win it. You've probably seen some winters before. This is actually a very, very bullish factor if you really think about what's going on here. The exit followed a stretch of market tension sparked by President Donald Trump's newest tariff threats against Europe. His comments raised fresh fear of a broader trade conflict and pushed investors out of risk assets across global markets. And what does a drop in crypto markets market cap say about the investor sentiment? Bitcoin slipping below 88,000 during Tuesday's sell-off before stabilizing the upper 89 range. The total market cap fell 2 to 3% over 24 hours, just holding the $3 trillion market cap. The shift flows stands in sharp contrast to early January when spot Bitcoin ETFs pulled about 1.4 billion in net inflows in a single week. The sudden reversal shows how quick sentiment has turned as trader headlines and rising bond yields dominate the macro picture. So again, we can see a fuller picture. Liquidation sits around 110 million, while Bitcoin trades close to 89.5 across a wider market. Futures open interest near 132 billion, set against 260 billion in daily volume. Roughly 600 million in positions were cleared out over the past day, suggesting cautious repositioning instead of panic. So again, it's kind of a little market breakdown for what's going on with BTC right now and where we kind of see it going. So some of the key takeaways, according to Bloomberg, we've seen roughly 709 million getting pulled out, and Bitcoin's share on chain trading remains small. Its native chain saw about 0.7 million in spot DEX volume and 15 million in perps inflow compared to 14.4 billion in spot trades across the global DEXs. So again, a little breakdown of what's going on with the market. Now, it's not just Bitcoin that took a hit, it's the entire crypto market, right? The market's been crashing, and what's going on and where is this all coming from? There's a lot of fear. Top three reasons why the market crashed. Obviously, we're seeing the tariffs, we're seeing safety, we're also seeing price comparisons with gold. 5 reasons crypto market crashing today. What's hitting Bitcoin, Ethereum? Let's go ahead and take a look at what these reasons are. This was just posted 5 days ago. So again, the liquidity was big. Bitcoin traded 24/7 proximity for global risk sentiment, following along U.S. liquidity. On-chain data shows whale selling into rallies, and the ETH risk deeper into correction below $3,100. Okay, so that seems to be some key components here. And again, we see this every single time in the market, guys. That it's one or two factors that have actual basis, and a bunch of other reasons that they kind of get jumbled up into the mix. And the reality, guys, if you think the market is so sustainable and so weak that we're gonna see instant crash and it's over from here, absolutely not. There's still a lot of more leg, or as some say, there's a lot more meat left on the bone for the market to get wrapped up from here. I still think we're probably going to see a reversal come end of Jan. I know end of Jan only being less than 10 days away and entering into February, because historically February has always been a very bullish month for crypto. Again, I'm still positioning myself correctly. And again, towards the end of the live, I'm going to talk about some of my top picks. So again, stay tuned for that. Now, guys, talking about top picks, there are 2 altcoins that are in pre-sale right now that are looking like a fantastic opportunity. And those 2, starting with number 1, are Bitcoin Hyper. Now, if you're subscribed to the channel, I've been covering Bitcoin Hyper very closely. I see this one as being one of the most top pre-sales of 2026. They are bringing L2 technology to Bitcoin to make Bitcoin faster, cheaper, more effective. This is kind of innovation the market likes to see, and that's why we're seeing a positive reaction to the market already, as they've raised over $30 million, nearly $30.1 million. And that goes to show a lot of social proof and also investor confidence. The fastest Bitcoin layer 2 chain, offering scalability and speed to Bitcoin. They also have a 38% stake in reward. They have raised just under $31 million in the pre-sale, and 1 day in 17 hours are actually set to increase the price. Bitcoin Hyper official pre-sale website. Buy Hyper before powers the fastest layer in Bitcoin history. Bitcoin Hyper finally unlocks fast and cheap Bitcoin transactions. This unleashes the true power of Bitcoin, payments, meme coins, and dApps. 2025 will be the year remembered as Bitcoin Hyper changing everything. This will make Bitcoin faster, cheaper, more effective, and match it up to par with some of the other top blockchains out there, like Ethereum, like BNB, like Solana, to make it faster, cheaper, right? Right now, Bitcoin's a great way to store value, a great way to move money, but again, not the fastest when it comes to technology. The L2 will just bring it up to speed, which is what gives this one so much credibility. They got the wallet, the Explorer, bridge, staking, memes, and more. And they have a growing community on X as well, which just goes to show even more social proof that they're doing something right, getting a whole lot of engagement, really growing their community. Again, if you're interested in buying the pre-sale, you buy directly from the website with card or crypto, and I'm leaving the website link in the description box below, so definitely check this out, especially as the markets are getting crazy for Bitcoin. Bitcoin Hyper could be absolutely fantastic, so check it out. And the second altcoin I've been watching very closely, that's currently on pre-sale right now, is Maxi Doge. Now, this one's a complete opposite of BTC Hyper, as this one's just for the degens, for the memes, and for the vibes, and that is Maxi Doge. Maxi Doge trades on 1000x leverage, no stop loss, feel the Maxi pump. Essentially, it's just embodying the nature of the degen crypto trader, and it's been a key reason why they've been growing community and why they've been doing very well when it comes to the marketing side of this project. I think it has some crazy potential. They have raised nearly $4.5 million in pre-sale, and 2 days and 1 hour, they're actually set to increase the price. I think this one could go absolutely crazy. Can you go full maxi, max rip, max gain? Just all that degen energy. And the utility they offer is staking, contests, and partner events. If you're interested in buying into this pre-sale, you can buy from the website with Carter Crypto, as they raised just under $5 million in pre-sale. This one could be doing something absolutely massive as well. So I'd be definitely keeping my eye on this one. So definitely check it out. Now, let's take this back to Bitcoin. As again, I feel like Bitcoin seems to be the main catalyst here. The way Bitcoin moves is typically how the rest of the markets move. And for those who are interested in meme coins, stay tuned because we're going to touch meme coins very shortly right after this. I'm seeing the comments seen high. What do you think about Pengu? It says penguins. Imagine you're talking about pudgy penguins. Absolutely bullish. I'm going to touch on penguins very soon. I have a whole dedicated video for pudgy penguins coming out later today and why I think it's the number one meme coin to invest in right now. But again, I'll touch into that a little bit towards the end of the live. I just want to really bring the points home for Bitcoin and why you should really be paying attention to Bitcoin. Okay, here's why Bitcoin's falling its role as a safe haven versus gold. I covered this in the Bitcoin video that's coming out later today where we'll go way more in depth. But essentially, there's some key takeaways here. So why is Bitcoin failing its role as a safe haven, right? Bitcoin behaves more like an ATM during uncertain times, with investors quickly selling it to raise cash. Again, because nature's easier to sell, yes, it does have that instability. But also, that's also the benefit of crypto. And again, this might be coming from the wrong perspective, but you as a crypto investor should kind of see all sides. And I actually think that the volatility is what makes crypto so much nicer and makes it such a interesting market to be investing in. During the recent geopolitical tensions, Bitcoin lost 6% of its value, while gold rose 8%, demonstrating Bitcoin's vulnerability in times of market stress. Now, again, remember, if you're selling your gold, obviously you got to, you're selling physical gold, you got to go and sell it, see what the market, it's very difficult. It makes it hard. Same with stocks. You got to sell it, wait for it to clear, put it into your account, versus gold, you get boom, or crypto, Bitcoin, instantly sell it. That's actually an asset, right? Yes, that causes price fluctuation, but that's actually better for longer investors simply because you can take advantage and buy on these flash crashes. Okay, Bitcoin behaves more like ATM during uncertain times, with investors quickly selling to raise cash. Again, like I said, that's actually not necessarily a bad thing. Again, yes, we want to go smooth sailing, but at the same time, you actually do want these corrections to get in at better prices. Gold remains the perfect hedge for short-term risk, while Bitcoin is better suited for long-term monetary and geopolitical uncertainties that unfold over years. So again, basically saying it's probably a better long-term investment, which makes my point. Then we see, will gold take the price of will Bitcoin take the price of gold? Now, this one's interesting as well. Again, we covered this more in depth and later today. So again, hit the subscribe button. It should be coming out very soon. So essentially, guys, the reason why this is pretty bullish is this right here. Now with Bitcoins and crypto prime for a minute, massive shock. Bitcoin backing BlackRock fixed income chief Rick Reeder has become a surprise favor to be named as U.S. President Donald Trump's pick as the Federal Reserve chair. Okay, and then this is his comments. I think Bitcoin will take the place of gold to a large extent. Yes, I do, because it's so much more functional than passing around a gold bar around. Those odds of being named as the next Fed chair have rocketed to over 40% this week. So again, this could be very bullish for Bitcoin and for crypto, which is why it's so worthwhile mentioning this. Okay, and again, we'll kind of close at that with the Bitcoin news. I'm going to cover like a couple more tweets and then we'll move on. CFTC chairman says there's no better place in the world to build in the crypto capital world, referring to the United States of America, as the United States of America is now the crypto capital of the world, which just makes it a better place for those who are already in the States. And also for those who are just interested in crypto, I think this is going to be very good for the country, as well as even for the outside the country, just for crypto enthusiasts, right? It's a good place to be. It's a good way to be aligned. We really thought 2026 would be different. We see gold, digital gold, as Bitcoin going up, gold coming down. But remember, when things go up, things must come down. And when things go down, things typically go up. So again, I'll be watching that. Very good time to be paying attention, I should be saying, and buying the dip. Don't get caught in a lot of this fear mongering, guys. Like, don't be the exit liquidity here, okay? Especially if you're in the red right now for Bitcoin, do not think about selling. Again, not financial advice, but next 3 to 6 months, this year could be absolutely massive for crypto. Just lock in, my friends, and just pay attention. Next 3 to 6 months will be life changing. Altcoins will explode. Again, when we get that full alt season, which you haven't even seen yet, guys, right? Seen 2017, 2021, 2026. will be the next big one as the market's starting to get crazy. Okay, this is crazy. Breaking news. XRP spot as a payment option section at a KFC in Arizona. Not officially confirmed yet. Insane. The adoption's coming, guys. The adoption's coming, so you definitely got to pay attention. And we see a market update this week. Again, I was going to go into it in depth, guys. But again, we'll keep it simple. Most of you guys have been paying attention. Obviously, there's a macroeconomic tensions. There was a tariff tension as well. Market sentiment off risk. Bitcoin outflows over $700 million. A lot of key reasons why the market were dipped. I thought it'd be more interesting, but keep it towards at the end of the live. Let's keep it fun. Let's keep it light. And let's talk about memes. Is this guy AI? No, I'm not AI. I'm a real human being. That's the first time someone said that, though. I'll take that as a compliment, actually. But no, I'm not AI. Now, let's go ahead and talk about memes. Okay, so meme coin market, very interesting segment. On the day, pretty neutral. We did see dip, but we kind of made up for it. On the month, we're up about 2%. At one point, we're up much higher, but we're down, which makes it a significant time to be buying. Okay, and we're gonna rapid fire the top meme coins to be buying. Again, a lot of them happen to be in the top list. Okay, obviously Dogecoin, no brainer. Shiba Inu, no brainer as well. And we'll do deep dives on all these. Meme core, official Trump, they're okay. Pepe, no brainer. Pengu, no brainer. I'll put Bonk at no brainer as well. Dog with Hat would be interesting if it turns around, but right now it's not showing true signs. I think base spread has a strong possibility to make some massive recoveries. Same with Toshi, same with Turbo, and same with Baby Doge. And last but not least, one of my favorite meme coins is Modcoin. Okay, there's a bunch of others on this list, but let's just take a look at the top of the meme coins because these ones are going to these ones are really going to see a massive pump. Obviously, low cap coins like brand new meme coins, sub-$1 million market cap could be great for exposure. When talking about risk appetite, this would be like meme to low risk appetite that could still see multiple X gains. Damn, you talk so fast. I'm sorry, dude. I get excited about this stuff, but I'll try to slow things down. Okay. Now, before we go into all these meme coins, I think the number one meme coin, when we're taking a look at the top crypto coins, the top meme coins, I'll put Penguin number one, right? In the past, I've been opposed to favoritism, but I think Pengu genuinely deserves that spot and earn that spot. The fact that it's less than 1 cent right now is a no-brainer. I think this is one of those, again, obviously not financial advice, and nothing in life is guaranteed, but I think this is one of those meme coins that's a guaranteed 100x, right? A $1 Pengu is very, very likely, right? They have dominated the market both in the crypto space, both in the NFT space, both in the physical realm of like entertainment products place. When we're talking about their gaming, their plushies, their books, their YouTube, like they've just dominated on so many levels, and they continue to dominate the crypto market as well. This is their total mind share, or 5 million global followers, over 221 billion total GIF views, 2 million plus toys sold. They sell toys. They're gonna get in the mind of the kids. They got toys. They got games. Again, this is a no-brainer crypto. Easily 100x in my book. Bang. Next one. And again, guys, this is my top cryptos to buy. I left it at the end for more fun. My personal list, not financial advice. Definitely, do your own research. Feel free to drop your own list. But I put Dogecoin on this list as well, simply because backed by Elon Musk, not literally, but more so like him being a very advocate for it. So bang on the list. Now, Shiba Inu, as it becomes a powerhouse in the crypto space, I think this is only going to get bigger and bigger as it continues to develop and build. They are no longer a meme coin, but genuinely a utility coin that their mascot happens to be a dog. Now, the next one is Pepe. Pepe is interesting because it's not necessarily like a full-fledged utility play like most meme coins are these days. It stayed true to its roots, similar to Dogecoin. It's a meme that only offers meme that I think long-term has some crazy potential. Now, again, let's say we go left, right, because Bonk, on the other hand, is a meme coin that's offering a whole lot of utility, and they're only built on the utility, which makes it bullish for the long-term future. So I'll be watching Bonk. Then we got base spread. I think this one's a really cool short-term to mid-term play. This one's a bit on the higher risk side, but I think buying now at these levels, sub 1 cent, and holding until they get listed on Coinbase could be an absolute fantastic ride. That's how I see this one. I think that could be a crazy play. Toshi, similar. With a Binance listing could cause it to pump. But again, Toshi and base spread are two very big products on the base network. And I've always been a fan of just picking and choosing memes from each network. So when one network pumps, it pumps your entire bag. And then we got AI meme coin pick is Turbo. This one was created by ChatGPT. Just crazy how large and how strong the community is. Down to 10%. Fantastic. Talk about communities. We cannot forget ModCoin, which has a really massive community. And as the term mog just continues to get more and more popular, especially with Gen Z and stuff, I think this one's just going to have more social ranking. I think when the market prime, this could easily go to $1 billion market cap. In fact, there were $100 million market cap. A lot of potential here. But again, not financial advice. This will be a higher risk one. And then we got Baby Doge. Last but definitely not least, as their billing utility, they're very severely underrated. I think this one could be getting ready to rip. Now, guys, that's my rapid fire for the memes to buy. Now, I don't want to drag it on. I make a lot of these top 6, top 10 videos. So I don't want to, waste time on the live. I want to really keep this for the market update first and really get down to the nitty gritty and then save the fun for last. If you like watching these live streams, do let me know in the comments section below. And also, guys, if you want to take your crypto trading journey to the next level, check out On-Chain Academy WAP group to take your crypto trade journey to the next level. Start joining active traders and start, being a part of like-minded individuals. He has dedicated his life to mastering the crypto market. With their support, you'll unlock critical alpha news, trading signals, and abundance of educational resources to help you grow block by block. You also gain access to ebooks and access to top tier industry analysts, which will provide you insights that can transform your trading journey. Join the Crypto Legends today, the Crypto Jacob Burry group. Again, this will be linked in the description box below as well. Now, guys, that ends the live stream. Again, I'm sorry I was MIA for the past couple of days. I was on the road, but your boy's back now, and we'll be back on the regular grind. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Remember, guys, we go live 2 to 3 times every single week on this channel. So until next